Hey guys, it's Mark. Just gonna show you the Teclast X98 Air running Android. I really wasn't gonna do this video because I was uninspired. It's running Android 4.2, which is really old right now. I was hoping that this device would have KitKat ready for it. Unfortunately, it doesn't. So right now I have this ready to go for one of my daughters. I don't know, me and my wife are gonna have some type of contest and see who will win it. But it's not a device that I want any longer. Anyway, right now it's running Android. In the last video I had it running Windows. This is not the stock launcher. I'm running Nova right now. The stock launcher doesn't have an app drawer. Obviously Nova does. This also has Android L animations where the screen slides up and down. So anyway, first thing, display. The display is very good. Very good as far as the quality. The viewing angles are good. Everything's sharp. It's just like an iPad Air screen, to be honest. Outdoor visibility, not good. This thing is excellent indoors, even at very low settings. But you take it outdoors, it doesn't work as well. Not to say that it's not usable, it's just not very bright outdoors. So I recommend using this indoors only. Battery life is good, really good. This thing will last you all day long. If you're gaming, it may not last as long. I haven't used this tablet really for gaming. I played some casual games, and you can see a few here on the front. And I just loaded these on here just to show you guys a couple of them. But the processor isn't really powerful enough for 3D gaming or high-end gaming, which is what I would do, But I'll get to that later as well. So moving on, Wi-Fi reception. You know what? I didn't even test that. I wanted to talk about it, but I didn't test it on here. I can tell you from general use, it's the same as it was on Windows. The range is the same, which isn't good. It's not horrible, but it's not good. It's not good. Download speed. To be honest, the only thing I've downloaded on this thing was a wallpaper and the apps that you see here. I didn't download much, so I'm sure that doesn't help you guys much, but it's the same Wi-Fi card. The drivers are probably different for Android. It's not the same as Windows, so maybe it downloads a bit faster. But it's below average Wi-Fi. It's not horrible, but it's below average Wi-Fi performance. Bluetooth. The Bluetooth works, but I'll tell you this. When you connect Bluetooth headphones, for example, to this device, the Wi-Fi suffers. So I don't know exactly how much the speed slows down by, but I can tell you I can be watching a Hulu video and I decide, you know what, let me connect my Bluetooth headphones so I can hear it well without all the disturbances going around the house. As soon as I do that, the resolution will drop down to 720p, or the video may pause. I have to play it at standard definition in order for the stream to keep up whenever I connect Bluetooth headphones. As soon as I disconnect the headphones, everything goes back to normal. So the Bluetooth is doing something to the Wi-Fi. I don't know if it can be fixed with drivers, but I thought you guys should know that. So back to what I was saying with the launcher. It looks a little bit different. I modded this somewhat. Again, it's running Android 4.2, so scrolling works. As you see here, we can go right into the settings and about tablet and Android 4.2. Right. How scrolling? Scrolling is okay. It's It's for the most part it's smooth. It gets a little janky here and there, you know, and you'll get a little hiccup. But it's acceptable. You know, it's acceptable. And that's for the home screen launcher. Changes that I made. Let me go back in here. So the default DPI is just way too high. Way too high. Everything is huge, gigantic. So I made some change to the build properties. I changed the DPI to 270, as you see here. The default DPI was 320. Huge. Everything's gigantic. Also changed the build properties to match the Samsung Galaxy Note 2014 edition. My wife has that tablet, and I know that it's capable of playing up to 1440p and YouTube. This tablet out the box would only play up to 720p. No matter what I did, I could not exceed 720p in YouTube, which was insane to me. After I updated it, it allows me to go up to 1080p. Still not full potential, but it's much better than 720. Anyway, with that said, let's try YouTube. Why not? That was a mistap by me. There's no problem with the touchscreen responsiveness on here, so again, that was a mistap by me. Scrolling in YouTube. There you go. Whoa. See how that is. It's just fine. YouTube works well. Let's go to the history. We don't want to watch anything in there. And wow, alright, they've watched a lot of videos. Alright, forget the history. Let's go to 4K video. There we go. And I'll play the one that I played with the Windows 8 video. Turn the volume up. And what's the resolution on this? 720p. Yeah, that's the problem. Let's go to 1080. Let's try that again. Looks a bit better, but you see we're missing the higher resolution settings. And it's not just this video. I mean, any video I pick in 4K. I mean, this one is 4K as well. So yeah, it looks really good, but you know, it's missing the higher resolution settings. So that works fine. The Play Store. Scrolling in the Play Store sucks. It's laggy. You see, it's gonna stutter and lag. Everything has to catch up. And then it looks like it loses it and has to load it again. For some reason, it's not caching the stuff in here, you know. And even if you go slowly, see, I wasn't trying to go fast there. I'm just going slowly, and it's still jerking. Sometimes the apps don't even load. Like right here, there should be images here, right? They're all missing. So all my recommendation images are missing. I would have to tap on it. Voila. Let's see if the rest of them loaded. There we go. Now it's there. This happens all the time. It's really annoying. Can't deal with it. What else about the Play Store? I mean, that's it. There's really nothing else to look at the Play Store. I can leave that. Chrome. I like the browser. The browser performance is pretty good. It depends on the site you're at. I mean, Engadget, I don't really go here. It's not the same anymore, but I just tried it out to see how well it works, because this is a site that will not let you pinch the zoom. So what you see is what you get. You can override it, of course, but you know, basically what you see is what you get with this one, and it works pretty well. I can't complain. But if I go to another site, let's go to The Verge, which is a site that I do visit often. It just stopped right in the middle as I was trying to scroll down. Let's see. This one is a bit jerky, but once it loads, it'll be okay. I think it's done now. Yeah, that's good. And most people don't scroll too fast. You generally scroll like this. And I don't know if you can see the jerking a little bit. I'm trying to make sure this thing records at 60 frames per second so you guys can catch it. But, you know, it works fine. Videos play as well, I think. Let's see.
The eyes may be the windows to the soul.
Yeah, videos play just fine.
LS. Which eyes? Eyes designed to reveal, to predict, to protect, that make the LS perhaps the most visionary vehicle on the road. This is the pursuit of perfection.
Webcams are pretty much everywhere now. You just don't buy them anymore.
Yeah.
They come built into your laptop lid and the front of your phone. But cameras designed
So yeah, the browser performance is pretty good. There have been a few sites that I've gone to that won't play video back. I don't know what that's about. I tried different browsers. I tried Chrome, I tried Firefox, I tried the one that comes with it, UC something. You guys probably know what it is. It looks like a squirrel. I forget the name of it. I uninstalled that. It's too slow for me. I can't use it. So like I said, I tried a lot of browsers. Chrome is the best. So go with Chrome. Chrome beta specifically. And I'm using that because I hope that there'll be some optimizations for an X86 CPU. So I put beta on here and hopefully that'll work for the kids. So yeah, browsing is good and YouTube is good. So if those are, you know, two of the main things you're gonna do, you'll be happy with this. You know, those two are good. Games, I'll use casual games. Right, here we go. This is old. Like I don't have any new games for casual, but you know, you get an idea what's going on. I mean, as you see, it's really smooth. The graphics look good. No issues, right? I play it back just fine. Done. Granny Smith. I shouldn't have played this level. Yeah, that was a bad idea. Let's go to the previous level. Ah, that sucked too. Alright, well, done with that. That works fine. Leo's Fortune. Just try to make this quick. I mean, I'm satisfied. I'm very happy with the gaming performance for casual games. If that's what you're into, you're going to be happy with this. So 2 pluses right now. Well, 3 pluses. YouTube, very good. Chrome, good. Casual gaming, so far excellent. Every game that I've tried has worked flawlessly. even with the high resolution display. All right, how do you play this again? Jump here. Jeez, I forgot to play this thing. Oh, there we go. Up. Alright, how about that? There we go. Yeah. Oh, well, I was up there. I would be much better if, yeah. If, I could pick this thing up, but I can't pick it up right now because the light is so bright. There we go. Alright, now I'm starting to get the hang of it. Yeah, I'm done. Oh, screenshot, didn't mean to do that, but you see that worked flawlessly. So that's that. If you look here, this is the original Dead Trigger. Why do I have the original instead of Dead Trigger 2? Well, Dead Trigger 2 isn't available in the Play Store. It doesn't exist for this tablet. So I went with that one. I could have showed better games, but I didn't load my account on here. You know, my account has really good ones. I really didn't want to go through the trouble. Let's see. So this is old. It should play good. It doesn't though. It plays okay. It plays okay. But this does stutter and freeze. I played a couple levels. You know, went down memory lane. Cause I mean, this game has to be what? I don't know, 2-3 years old. I think this came out with Tegra 3. So you would think, you know, this Intel processor would be at least good enough for Tegra 3 gaming. Let's drop this torrent because I can't really play right now. That's enough of that. And lastly, I'll do Asphalt, and then I'm done gaming. Oh, I gotta pick the thing up. As you can see, it plays just fine. Just fine. Let's close these apps. No issues at all. So, I mean, Asphalt played fine, but the graphical detail settings were on low, I think, or optimal, whatever they are. If you try to put them to high, which is where you really want to play the game, is more enjoyable. You get the lens blur and, you know, dust flying up and stuff like that. Your car gets dirty, you know. all that eye candy is what you really want. You turn that on, then you lose lots and lots of frames, and the game is no longer enjoyable. So it's best to just play that at low if you're gonna play it. So I mean, as you can see, that performance isn't bad at all. I mean, it's not bad. You know, I don't want to say it's bad. And you got to keep things in perspective. This thing it's really cheap. You know, so for the price, I mean, it's okay. It really is okay. The problem I have though is the support. I mean, I would definitely not recommend buying this if you intend on getting any support at all. This has been out for how long? I don't know. I want to say 2 months maybe. It's already been upgraded 2 times. They came out with the Teclast Air X98 3G. And then a week or 2 after that, they came out with the Air 2. You know, so the problem I have with that is not only has this device not gotten KitKat yet, the 2 newer devices do have it, but the device that came out before this hasn't gotten KitKat yet, which is the regular X98 minus the Air. So I don't see any support coming for this. You gotta hope that some developers come out with some mods or something. Not mods, with a ROM, the custom ROM, so you can get KitKat on here. Other than that, you're gonna be stuck with Jelly Bean. So if you're happy with just using Jelly Bean, then this will work for you. The speakers are loud. You know, you really couldn't hear them well. I can try one more video just so you can hear the speakers. MKB HD. I'll go somewhere else, and we'll do that. Let's lift it up.
Guys, MKB HD here, and this is the 2014 Moto X, or the
See
new
that?
Moto X. So if you're
I gotta change it to 1080p
remember the
almost
last
every
Moto
time.
X, this guy, it was a pretty popular phone for a lot of people who were into tech because it made us realize that not everything is about specs, and
Pretty
you can
loud.
make a really great phone that doesn't have the highest end specs. So this didn't have a 1080p display, it didn't have the most expensive, fastest processor in the world from the leather back one.
So yeah, pretty loud.
Like the display, and flanking the panel on the top and the bottom are front-facing speakers. Well,
so if you heard that, it's pretty loud. The speakers are good. They don't have a lot of bass in them. You know, they don't sound full at all, but you'll hear them. You'll hear them. The build quality. The build is pretty good, actually. I was surprised by this. I mean, this is all aluminum. You know, there's no fake in here. Look at that glare. Jesus Christ. So yeah. The build is pretty good. Speakers there. I mean, I'm not going to take you on a tour of the device, but the one thing that I don't like is these buttons here. And let me turn it this way so you can see them better. Hold on. Yeah, these buttons right here. I don't know if the camera's going to focus on that. Whatever. The buttons on the top. These plastic buttons are annoying. You have to keep the camera lens on the right hand side. If the buttons are down here and you're using the device like this, like I am, as opposed to a portrait orientation, you're going to be pressing the buttons constantly. So it's best to just keep the front facing camera on the right hand side. That way the buttons are up here at the top and they're out of your way. Just my advice if you're gonna buy this. What else? That's it, really. I mean, I don't think there's anything else I can think of. The camera, I tried it out. It's not good. It's not good at all. I don't know. I'm not gonna take a picture. The camera's bad. I don't know what the megapixel count is. It's pretty low. Don't use it. Period. Don't use it. If you have a phone, use your phone. If you have another tablet, bring it with you. Don't use this camera. It's bad. Even the front-facing camera, they're both, you know, really, really, really bad. Even in bright lighting conditions. In bright lighting conditions, tons of noise. I was just so unimpressed. Lots and lots of noise, even in bright light. So this camera is bad. Anyway, final verdict. As long as you are not interested or you're not concerned about getting updates, and you're not a big gamer, this tablet isn't bad. It has good battery life. I mean, all day long I can use this thing, browse the web, watch YouTube, and that's all I did with it. And I may use 50% of the power, and that's at max brightness, because I always have this thing. I always have it at maximum brightness, always, and I'll only get it down to 50% at the end of the day. So really good. Would I use Android? No, not really. Windows 8.1 is much more versatile. I like it on here. I mean, if you want to game, then you may be better off using Android. Android has way more free games, way more casual games. If you like to game, then Android. If you want to do everything else, then Windows is going to do it better. Windows is going to do it better. That's simple. And Windows is going to take advantage of the high resolution. Android won't take advantage of the high resolution. And Windows will also give you flash payback. So at the end of the day, like I said, if that's all you're concerned with, which is casual gaming and web browsing and video, then get the tablet. It's a great performer. It's cheap, but it's not for me. This is getting passed down to the kids. So that's it. Later.